What a wild, emotional, and totally unexpected ride. Love is Blind France, Episode 10 delivers the biggest reunion bombshells, jaw-dropping revelations, real tears, regrets, new romances, and more awkward silences than you ever thought possible. If you missed the finale, or just want to relive every twist, this is the recap to watch. Because as tonight, love gets real, messy, and oh so French. So the episode kicks off with everyone bracing for some serious closure. It's been a whole year since these singles risked it all for the experiment, dating and even proposing without ever seeing each other. All the couples and singles are gathered for the reunion, families are in the crowd, and even the hosts seem nervous. Are any of these marriages still standing, or did love fizzle once the cameras stopped rolling? Right away, they bring out Julie and Charles, whose romance was a high-speed roller coaster from the get-go. Remember, Charles was head over heels in the pods, proposing with total conviction, and Julie was all in too. Their chemistry, off the charts. But when they talk about life after the wedding, it all comes crashing down. Julie moved in with Charles, only for him to ask for space a month later. This "I need air" speech stunned Julie, and she felt totally rejected. What's worse, she realized Charles was messaging another woman just 4 days after their wedding, making her question whether she was ever truly valued. Charles defends himself, saying he just needed time to breathe, and he never meant to break up. But Julie fires back, bringing receipts and proof that he was pushing her out for weeks. The audience is left in shock when they reveal the marriage ended with a text message. Seriously, a breakup by text after the experiment of a lifetime. Though Julie admits she's still holding on to feelings and never took off her wedding ring, Charles says there's no going back. Both regret how things ended, but agree this marriage is finished. Still, Charles thanks Julie for teaching him to tune into his emotions. And Julie insists she believed in blind love, even if it ended with heartbreak. Next up are Kim and Thomas, the so-called star couple. The hosts joke about their celebrity look-alike status, but the pair have more differences than similarities. Kim is luxury, loving and sophisticated. Thomas is laid back and rough around the edges. The episode replays their cute moments and funny bickering. Kim's diva dog Stormy gets almost as much screen time as the couple themselves. Social media apparently roasted them for not being a good match, yet they both say they're just being true to themselves. But why didn't it work? Turns out, opposites really don't always attract, that their differences were just too big. Despite sharing affection, they accept that their worlds are too far apart for romance. The good news. They've managed to stay friends. Kim supported Thomas during rough patches. And now they simply joke around and check up on each other's families. Kim even tried dating Clement, another bachelor from the pods, but while they had fun, she found he wasn't ready for commitment. Clement agrees dates outside the pods. Intensity is harder to maintain. Then we have the emotional journey of Tatiana and Yannick. The footage of their passion and chemistry is pure fire. These two seem destined to last. Tatiana describes feeling overwhelmed balancing entrepreneurship, motherhood, and her relationship. She says Yannick didn't support her when she needed it most. On Yannick's side, he says in the pods, he fell for Tatiana's DNA. But reality hit hard in Paris. He feels he listened and cared in their short time together, but Tatiana wanted actions, not just words. Their main issue: total misunderstanding. Tatiana's fiery, intense energy didn't mesh with Yannick's quieter need for space. Fights broke out daily, and even sleeping apart stirred drama. Tatiana insisted marriage meant sleeping under the same roof. But Yannick just needed a single night off. Tatiana's mom jumps in, fiercely defending her daughter, and Yannick clarifies, he never saw Tatiana's son as baggage. After the breakup, Tatiana says she's not ready for new love, focusing on being a mom, and Yannick admits the pods taught him how easy it is to fall in love, but real life showed just how hard staying in love can be. In a twist, Tatiana revisits her second connection, D. Gallion. He broke the experiment's rules and was kicked out, partly for flirting outside the pods during a dinner. Tatiana doesn't hold a grudge. They had a good laugh, and she mostly just remembers the fun. Social media's favorite bold personality, Sarah, takes the stage next. She's unapologetically herself, though admits to a few regrets over her bluntness in the pods. Kim and Sabrina also own up to being harsh toward Charles for his decisions, apologizing for any indelicate comments. It's a surprisingly sweet moment of accountability. Now, on to Cynthia and Jonathan's whirlwind romance. After a tough honeymoon, Cynthia tried to win Jonathan back, but their connection couldn't overcome deep incompatibilities. Despite some attempts at reconciliation, Jonathan says something was broken in Morocco that he couldn't fix. Both admit hurting each other unintentionally, though respect remains. And surprise, Jonathan reveals he found love with Alice, another contestant. In the pods, they had a sweet, effortless vibe and friend-zoned each other, but reconnected in real life. Now, nearly 9 months later, they're thinking of moving in and even starting a family. Talk about a turnaround. Chloe and Alexandra are one of the few couples to actually tie the knot and seem perfect on paper, but reality was tough. Chloe is open about falling for Alexander fast, while he hesitated, battling inner doubts that ultimately split them up. Though their marriage didn't last, their friendship remains strong. They still talk, and Chloe says Alexander will always have a place in her heart. Alexander reflects that she helped unlock parts of himself, though he wasn't ready for more. Sabrina and Van. My story mixes sweet romance with some tough realism. Van, confesses that his love burned hot in the experiment, but faded in front of the mayor, choosing doubt over risk. Sabrina handled the pain with dignity, respecting his choice. They now agree they're better as friends, and both have learned more about themselves, especially the importance of managing emotions and effective communication. Sabrina is seeing someone new, still keeping her heart open, while Mai is single but grateful for the experience. And finally, one last round of reflection. Is love truly blind? Most agree it can be, at least under the right circumstances. Emotional connections flourish in the pods, away from physical prejudices and distractions, but reality inevitably crashes in D habits, communication styles, life baggage, doubts. For some, the experiment revealed vulnerability and self-discovery. For others, it exposed incompatibilities too deep to bridge. A handful found love and friendship, and at least one surprise couple emerged. In summary, Episode 10 is not just a happy reunion. It's a deep dive into how love can thrive or fail once reality sets in. The French singles gave it their all. Some found heartbreak, others grew stronger, and a few discovered love in unexpected places. Above all, it's a testament to sincerity, courage, and what it really means to risk everything for romance. If you enjoyed this recap and want more behind the scenes drama, moving stories, and life-changing moments, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think should have stayed together? Which couple surprised you most? Be sure to hit the like button, share with fellow fans, and subscribe for more recaps and reality show breakdowns. Thanks for watching and see you next time.